Hey guys, welcome to Clockwork Noodles for another reading from my blog, The Journey Begins. My name is Becca and I live in Japan and I'm currently working on the JET program. I always feel bad that I'm like, can I say that I am? But no, I am. I'm currently in an ALT and I teach English. So this is me reading through my blogs and I'm doing them in order, so they do get very random. But at the moment, they're still focused on before I left for Japan. So hopefully they are still useful. And I'm glad that the interview video did really well. That one has probably been the most hit. So I'm glad that I can be of service to maybe help you if you are considering applying. The main goal of this blog is just to share my experiences and hopefully just inform people who need the help out there. Today's topic, let's read it. Packing. Noun. Like a game of Tetris with more headaches. This is the 26th of July. There are now less than 10 days until my flight. My emotions are playing ping pong between excitement and absolute nerves. Originally, I was set on just using the one checked bag. However, when I did my trial run with packing, yes, a trial run, good thing I did this, I found out my bag was 25 kg. My allowance was 2 checked bags at 23 kg. So I unpacked and I turned my room inside out. I was able to find a smaller hard shell case and I have accepted my fate. I will pay to have 2 shipped once I hit Tokyo airport. If Jetman has paid for 2, why not use 2? I'm going to chip in. Occasionally I chip in on my scripts. I didn't initially want to use 2 because in my head I had it that they were expensive to ship. And I was like convinced I was going to use just the 1. But then I realized that, yeah, okay, if the allowance is 2, you may as well make the use of it. Plus I can get more things shipped over. I have 2. I think I've still got the 2 in my closet at the moment. And I'm kind of glad I did. So if you do get that allowance, just use the allowance that is given. And the shipping from Tokyo to my prefecture, and consider I'm one of the southern prefectures, it wasn't that much. Considering what it was and the fact that they were waiting for me, it's a very good service and I really wouldn't let it bother you because it might be a little bit of upfront cost, but for the ease of experience and being able to bring more things, I think it really is worth it. I am probably 75% packed now. The postman knows me by name. 8 parcels in one day. The very beast has cottoned on that something is happening. The hardest part about this journey will be leaving her behind. She will be cared for in my absence, but I feel sad knowing she will forget me and I won't have her company anymore. I think a lot of ALTs encounter loneliness from time to time, especially those on remote islands or small villages, where they may be the only one fluent in English. So chipping in again, I still miss my cat more than anything. We do have cat cafes. It's obviously not the same as being able to pick your own cat up and cuddle it because most of these cat cafes, the cats are strangers to you and you shouldn't go around picking up cats like that. But it is sad and I get really lonely over here and it is normal. You will have to prepare for the fact that you will have down days. And I see a lot of people writing about the experience and it's always positive, but you need to consider the fact that it's not all positive. There will be plenty of downs, and one of the first things I was told when hitting Saga, we spend sometimes nights, or like you might finish crying one night, the person next door starts crying kind of thing. Like everyone has their down days, it's just when they hit, and I'm having a down slump at the moment, and I do miss things from time to time. I miss my cat more than anything. I miss just waking up and having her there in my face. Is just the comfort I never thought I'd ever miss. So honestly, it is a hard one and you will feel sad. You will 100% feel sad at some point. Even if you don't think it's going to affect you and you're gung-ho about being over here, something weird will trip you out. I heard a story from a jet. I don't remember who they are. They told me that their first breakdown occurred when they were in the supermarket and they couldn't find the salt. And they just cried because they couldn't find the most simple thing of salt. Salt is actually kept with the sugar. If you want a heads up, it's actually with the sugar department. It's so strange, but they are together. And be careful you don't pick from one to the other because you might think you've got salt and you've got sugar because they have them next to each other in bags. and they're both white. So be careful in the white substances, guys, because it's not what you think it is. Okay, continuing. I am blessed that my location appears to be pretty lively, but I am prepared for the low days. Japan will bring new challenges, both good and bad. Last weekend, I had my usual pilgrimage to Nebworth Food Festival. Smaller than the previous years, but fun. I ended up talking to some of the stall owners and one of the chefs. A few of them had done stints outside of the UK. It was reassuring to know that they had all had glowing reviews about their time abroad. I recommend checking the food festivals out if you're ever in the area around July. There are cooking demonstrations, food challenges, and a lot of good food to indulge in. Just remember sunscreen because there's very little shade. I love it. I missed that food festival too. That's coming up. Every year I would go to Nebworth Food Festival. I love cooking. It's a big thing about me. I, in the UK, would have the HelloFresh box sent and I'd get so crazy with it. I'd have extras thrown in and I'd go crazy and I'd cook for everyone. Just because I like cooking, I find it very therapeutic. I enjoy cutting things up and making things. I guess that's why I'm also a cosplayer. But it's fun. And you meet people who are like, oh, what's the point? It's like more expensive and you should eat out. I hate those people. It's like, stop. Because actually, no, you're making a healthy meal. It tastes a million times better. You have leftovers. And you can have leftovers with takeout, sure, but it's unhealthy. And, you know, it makes me feel better knowing that I'm eating really good food and I can make whatever it is that I desire. I can put in whatever amount of chili I want, kind of thing. I recommend learning to cook. If you're coming to Japan, just cook. They do cooking classes. Most of them are in Japanese, but you might have a bit of Japanese or they might be able to cater for you. You never know. Honestly, coming to Japan, you need to adjust it. Think of it as living at uni, but just without the ability to speak the language. You need to learn to cook for yourself because you're going to throw away a lot of yen. And you may not be fortunate enough. You might be in Tokyo where you don't have the yen to be throwing away on takeout every night. And going to the convenience store, going to the conveni, riding a bus. It's all money that slowly adds up and you may not be aware of it at first, but it might start hitting you. I don't cook as much as I do right now because I'm in that low slump, but I've done cooking over here. I've made quiche. I have made tacos, which are still one of the best things I've had in this country. I've done a full English roast. Got all the bits and pieces for it. That was really fun. Done the English breakfast. I've done a few things, but it's the times when you have something that's a bit more reminiscent that makes you feel better. You can conquer the loneliness. I will say that this blog caters for the positive and the negative experience. I want to be as open and honest as possible. There are down times. There are good times. You just need to make sure that you are aware and you're not going into this with rose-tinted glasses. There will be times when you are crying because you can't find the salt. It's going to happen. But thank you guys so much. I hope you're having a great day. Again, if you have any comments or questions, leave them below. Otherwise, I hope I can help someone out there. Someone might need to hear this, so you're not alone. This is going to be a rough experience. But you know what? You are going to come out the other end with one hell of a story. And there are other people who are also crying over salt. It happens. Do not feel alone. You are not alone in this experience because there are plenty of people who can help or give advice. I want to be one of those people who also give advice. Like, if I can help, I will. Have a great day. Bye bye, guys.